The Countdown.
Hey y'all, and welcome to the Countdown. We are so excited to have you on our second episode. I'm Chanel, the voice of passion and culture.
I'm Chloe to Connect.
It's Eli.
It's your boy Drew.
And we are the Countdown. Today we have so many interesting topics, and we hope that you guys engage and really just enjoy this informative session that we have. So, the first question I'm going to ask you guys, since you know that we focus on music videos, I'm so excited to ask this. What is the standard for music videos today? Like, who are the pioneers of hip hop? And we're just talking about just in general. Who are some pioneers that you think of? I think of like Madonna and Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, Timbaland, Static Major, and those type of sorts. So.
And you gonna say something for us?
Oh no! I'm sorry.
He's like snatchy. His word.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. You good.
When you say that, do you mean the director or the artist? Cause like for me, like modern, I would say like Cole Bennett for sure. You feel me? But like yeah, I feel like Cole Bennett for sure. The baby, I guess. The baby is one.
Yeah, Eli like
that was a good one. That was a good one. I ain't gonna front. The baby's a good one.
Why you still in shit?
All good.
Future, I ain't gonna lie. Future videos have been getting better. No cap.
Future videos.
And it's like it used to be mad dark and like but like now it's like starting to be color pop. I don't know. I like it.
That's an interesting take.
Nah, it's a fact. But when I think about like just the big homie of music videos, you can't forget Michael Jackson. Like he set the tone for all the dudes trying to sing the girls in the street or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I think about like who set the tone, I think about Michael Jackson for sure.
I feel you. Similarly, when I think about like hip hop, I'm thinking Busta Rhymes. I'm thinking like because I feel like he changed everything in terms of hip hop music videos. Like that's one of the first guys with a big budget. You think about like the Fish Islanders. You think about like just like the massive like I don't know the scale of what he was doing was crazy.
Thanks.
I like what you said about like directors. 'Cause I didn't even think about. So I think Hype Williams. Like,
Yeah.
Major.
Benny
Major.
Boone. For me, like it's like mad like directors that's like
Shout out to the directors, man.
yeah, they kind of like literally help the artist change their scope of things.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I feel like it definitely takes a team to do that. But as far as setting a bar, is there a bar right now? I don't think so. It's not really no
I think
bar
there's
now.
some people that's doing good music videos, but I wouldn't say it's like 90s level and 2000s level. I wouldn't say that. But definitely shout out to Hype Williams. I actually have a funny ass story. So I'm from Queens, and I was born and raised in Queens, and I also lived in Rochdale Village. I can't remember what year All of the Lights was released for Rihanna and Kanye West, but that was recorded in Rochdale, and I could just remember being so excited. And Hype Williams directed that. So shout out to him.
That's fire. That's fire. You said what up, there, bro?
Yeah, it was good, bro.
All right.
Don't funny.
Fire.
And then just going on to another end, so we grew up in a digital era, with Soulja Boy. He always did everything first, obviously, right? So what is some of your
Big
favorite...
My bad. It's a Big Soldier.
Nah, Big Soulja, shout out to him too, though. He really did start an era. So what are some of your favorite viral videos of the 2010s? Just some that, like you really remember that's just like really nostalgic.
That's so specific. I don't know like what year it was.
You don't gotta give a year, just give.
I think about like things like This Is America, Childish Gambino when he did the little gunpoint thing. You can't forget about Beyonce Formation. That set the tone for a lot of.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's 20s though, right?
It's like 20. I don't remember the specific year,
keep up.
but I know it's like within like the 2010s to like the 2020 era type shit.
I'm such a simple person. A viral video to me is Lil Wayne, A Milli. Feel me? Because I feel like that was just like fire. And I see people try to redo it, but it still don't hit like Lil Wayne did it. Yeah. And another nigga that does crazy videos that nobody give credit to is Baby Tron. He did a video from 0 to 100, and it was like him 100 times. And he said every number. Like, that's like, this nigga is crazy. Okay. So, Baby Tron's another nigga that's done nice. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like,
keep them coming, Kobe. You got all the good ones.
No, because, I mean, not a lot of people doing them crazy videos right now.
In the 2010s.
Because I'm really thinking.
2010.
How about you, Drew?
I don't know what year. Like, I couldn't tell you what year. Oh, I feel like a good one is Beyonce Single Ladies. It was simple, black and white, but it was
Yeah,
like,
that was
it was
one
like
that started it.
It was
for
like a
sure.
choreography thing.
Well, hold on. That one was that was what made Ye get on stage and was like Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Like that's
What about God's Plan Drake? Do y'all remember that?
You know, it's a good
That's
one.
cool, but
What was the
that was
shit
janky.
with Future? Wants and Needs? No. What was the one they did Mad Jobs? What was that? That video with Future and Drake did Mad Jobs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know
Life's
what you're
good.
talking about,
Life's
word.
good. Life's good.
yeah, fact.
That was a
that
fire
lit.
one.
Yeah.
And Otis, Kanye West, and Jay Z.
I was thinking a lot of Kanye when you said 2010s. I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking like big shifts. I was thinking, Mercy, because I also that whole era felt like a different change. Like hip hop got a lot darker. You get that little, I don't know. You get that Travis Scott vibes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, what?
2010s. Most of Chris Brown videos. 'Cause shout out to that man. He was
we
just
gonna get into
trending.
that, right?
He was
Word.
just trending because they was talking about how he always waking up. Like at the
Yeah,
start of every
word.
video, every single video, that boy waking
Something
up.
be
You
slump.
know what was a good one? Lil Dicky and Chris Brown when they switched
Freaky
bodies.
Friday?
Yeah.
that was hard,
a good
too.
one, that was a
But
good
I'm
one.
trying to understand. Y'all from Brooklyn. Y'all didn't say hot nigga. Bobby Schmurda, bro.
Ooh, listen, there's
That's
so
kinda
much.
crazy.
There's
That's
so
kinda
much.
crazy.
There's so many
I
videos.
mean-
that
It's
it's like,
for me. It's a difference between viral and like. It's a difference between like viral and like impactful, right? 'Cause I
that
feel
went
like
viral. He threw the hat up in
It
the air.
was,
Couldn't
it
find
was
it.
viral, but like I
We still waiting for
said,
it to come
I
down.
mentioned. She said classic. Like, what's the bar? Like, yes, Bobby Schmurda video
No,
went
no, no.
viral.
That was the first question. Now I'm just asking.
No,
for
I
music
know, but
video.
I'm saying like I wouldn't have mentioned that song because I'm thinking of impactful, like you know what I'm saying, like memorable videos. Yes, he had a viral moment, but that's not a memorable video to me.
Someone said DJ Khaled.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm rolling.
Because like mad videos have viral moments, but it's like, do you remember the whole video or do you just remember that moment? Like,
Oh, Drake pop star, like having Justin Bieber be the voice of Drake.
That was a hard video.
Having him walk through and like be the physical embodiment of what it means to be a pop star.
Man, in my feelings, Shiggy.
Ooh.
That basically made his whole
Yeah.
career. You know what I'm saying? Can't get, you feel me? Like,
Shout out to Shiggy.
and what about some girls? Because y'all saying mad guys. What about like Lady Gaga? Her videos was crazy.
So I was so when y'all said that, honestly, my first thought was Katy Perry.
Right?
Okay.
Katy Perry, TGIF, like the whole like she played that whole like indie
Ariana
scene.
Grande too.
That's true. I ain't mad at Ariana.
It's like it was like cute, simple, straight to the point.
WAP too, I would say. That was kind of a crazy era.
Wow, Anaconda.
I don't like Chief Keef.
Honestly,
Oh,
I don't like speaking. I don't remember how that looked there. It's so many videos. Like we could really
Word.
list
We could really
videos
sit here all day.
Yeah.
all day. But like as far as like what do you want to see in music videos now?
what I want to see now?
Originality.
originality, creativity, something that we haven't seen before. You know, stepping out your comfort zone to try different things.
Shit
I feel like
costs a lot of money now.
Yeah, but there's different ways you could find things.
Nah, I
in
see a lot of
your hood.
DIY stuff. I ain't gonna lie. You could
It's
DIY
shit,
just
you
about
could.
anything.
Come on, son.
You know,
Like,
I would like for artists to start, stepping up. Like even think about like The Weeknd, like creating this like narrative where like he has a character, and that character like goes through a bunch of things through the music videos and,
Yeah.
and like changes up. So that's something I'd like to see, like the evolution of that. I want to see more color. I think everything's so dark. Everything is so like dark and gray and on the street, and I cannot see another microphone hanging from the sky.
No
cannot.
funny,
word
bro.
though, so oversaturated for real.
No funny.
They switched it up. They got the hot dogs. They be wilding, bro.
Yeah, that's a whole
I
nother.
But your
guess-
girl Tiara, she does really, really good music videos.
That's what I'm saying.
She
you know
does.
What I'm
Shout
saying?
out
I didn't say
Tiara.
nothing about her songs. I'm just talking about the videos. But like,
Listen,
that
man,
shit is
Tiara
very
whack.
like too much. Like her shit is too much for me to watch. Like,
It's too much. All right, so what do you like? What we talking about? People setting the bar for creativity, doing something new. Like, if we really want to see something new, we gotta push the artists to do those things.
no, for sure. But I also feel like it's overstimulating. Her
Okay.
videos are mad overstimulating, and it's for the whole video. It's not like some color here, some angles here. She be dragging it.
Okay.
But I think that's her personality that she's.
I mean, it's cool. It's quirky. It's her thing, but that ain't my thing.
But
Is she the one that sang the shower song?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
You feel me? Like it was just too much.
You know what
I couldn't even find her in the video. Like it was just too much.
No, you doing too much.
Drag.
But what I like about it, what I like about it is like this idea, like even the last one she dropped, like the juxtaposition, like the idea of like the song is like the video itself seems incredibly happy, but the actual like what's happening, what she's singing about is like sad. It's like the play on that, like yo, we got actual concepts.
She definitely digs deep, and it's like it's dope, but it's overstimulating for me.
Okay.
So we're looking for videos that we could dissect, basically, with depth to it.
I'm just looking for something that I haven't seen before, something a little bit interesting.
I feel like it could be interesting, but because it's like if for me to get the whole thing, I would definitely have to watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
It's not even like a one-time situation, but it's like, are you really gonna watch a music video a couple of times? Like, be realistic.
But that's what we used to do.
Yeah.
We used to watch them a bunch of
watching something
times.
over and over?
You don't remember
A
Music Choice?
video? Yeah, but like you wasn't watching Music Choice; it was just on.
No, I was watching that. I was doing the
I was
dance,
in
all that.
tune. If it was, it has to be interesting. It has to be something that's like, oh wow, that piques my curiosity.
And I
like,
think-
oh, he did that. Oh, he did that in the video. Oh, he pulled that out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want to see.
I feel like
it's gonna
we
make
just,
us engage.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like we've transitioned so much to a streaming. Like I'm not just streaming music videos all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Why? Though.
But like where like on YouTube, like it's so much other options. Like you know
That's
what
why we have the countdown now. You feel me? But my thing
going
is why we're not paying attention to them because they don't catch our attention,
Bro,
and it's repetitive. You feel me?
Music is mad oversaturated right now. So on top of 50 guys, we got 50 music videos upcoming from the local guy on your block to the son to Drake. So it's like, no, I don't want to watch music videos all day. I ain't gonna lie.
Not
But
even
like-
that, but I also feel like the importance of music videos also declined throughout this era. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people care about it
Right.
as much, but that's why we're here, like you said. But I
For a
do
fact.
think that lacks as well.
Yeah, but that's why we kind of stressing the importance of creativity. Feel me? Make your stuff stand out. Like we just said, it's 50 people from Sun on your block to Drake. So just make sure you stand out.
All right, and speaking of music videos, I'm so excited to introduce our number 5 video, Callie Bozo. She has so much flow, she has so much creativity, and also I did catch a little Busta Rhyme vibe in her music video.
about that.
So, introducing Callie Bozo.
Fuck that. Ain't no more love for a hoe.
And that was Callie Bozo. It's funny, yo. Last week we was just talking about samples. You know what I mean?
Word.
About whether artists should sample or not. And she sampled a very classic song in Keisha Cole's Love, which is funny because that goes into our next topic about like classic albums. I saw Spotify. They introducing a new podcast called Spotify Classics, where they're talking about classic albums, but only classic albums in the streaming era. So basically classic albums that were put out during the Spotify, Apple Music era up until now, so like 2015 to now. And I'm interested in knowing I got a couple things I want to know about, which I think. Is it possible right now for an artist to put out a classic?
Yes.
Yes.
You think so? Because you just said in the last topic that music is hella saturated, right? There's so many things dropping right now. And I think part about being a classic is like this mass, everybody tuning into like this project at one time. So if the classic could drop, who do you think could drop a classic right now?
Well, I think the question is who has dropped classics in the last few years. And I feel like Cardi B with Invasion of Privacy is a classic.
I agree.
I do feel that way. I think Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon with Pop Smoke is also a classic. And when I'm thinking about classics, I'm thinking about people who have started a movement. So we know Pop started a movement.
I got a hot take, and I'm not too sure if it is a classic, but I feel like it can meet the qualifications of a classic because to me, what a classic is like the dominance it had when it first touched like everybody when it first came out and like how it made people feel. Everybody was talking about it. So with that being said, is A Gift and a Curse a classic?
Could be.
Gunna.
Nah, word.
Yes.
Is it a classic?
It's on its way.
It could be.
It's on
Yes.
its way.
Top to bottom.
Yes.
It's on its way.
You know, I
No
read something
skips?
funny though. I read something funny. They was like, it can't be a classic album if it was made 15 to 20 years.
Ago.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Yeah. Like it would have to reach like after 20 years for it to be a classic. Well, I don't agree with it, but I did read.
Well, I do think like you got it's stamped if music can last that long, because I think there is a timeless element to classics, like whether that's gonna span generations. But I do agree with you that like some things are classics in the moment.
Right.
Like I don't think you had to wait until now to say Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic. In the moment,
Facts.
like that was a different wave. But I agree with you. Gift and Curse is a classic. I think when you think about him dropping the way he dropped the snitch allegations.
Yep.
You think about no rollout, no real rollout, no features,
No type of marketing scheme.
no
just
marketing,
dropped.
and it just dominated.
Facts.
Like, and it was good.
Low key,
debatable.
though, I think we were looking for it too, though, from Gunna. Because of the snitch allegations, we were like interested in seeing like what's next from him. I know I was.
I agree with that, but like usually that is like you look, you see, and then you drop.
Yeah, but it's really rare
stayed.
that like
Yeah.
it stood.
It stood.
And it lived up to the expectations. It lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
And people were actually like, wow, like
He
even with
sold
all
out,
this
man.
going on,
So,
he's still able to drop something like this. And
Young
like,
Thug dropped the week after, and it didn't.
And
even,
he had a Drake feature in it.
it just didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't move the needle like it needed to. Let's say that. Free Thug though. But you feel me?
Free
Shout out
Free
to
Thug.
Gunna and Bittersweet. That shit is hard. Can't lie.
But yeah, so like when I think about like classic albums, I think about like Thriller, Enter the Wu-Tang,
Yeah, but I wanna
and things like
know-
that. But no, when I say that, I mean like even though we weren't around to see how it affected people, it's still relevant to this day. Like Thriller is still played every Halloween and things of that nature. So like when I think about classic albums, those are like it has to come with that type of that graduation Kanye type vibe where like everybody was just like, yo, who's this kid with a backpack that has this movement like this? You feel me? So
would that be? I mean, you gave me yours, but what would you say is the last classic album you heard? Like, and I mean like
guaranteed classic.
yeah, like the last thing that dropped.
I agree. I agree with Chanel. I think Pop Smoke Project is a classic.
That's the last
What
thing.
about
So nothing's been a
Astroworld?
classic since after that.
Off the top of my head, I'm not saying that. Don't quote me on that, but just off the top of my head, I like that. I like that fact that she said. Invasion of Privacy too. I also agree with.
Invasion of Privacy.
What about
Astroworld?
Astroworld
100%
too.
a classic.
Facts. I agree.
Chloe.
You got no classics?
I have none right now.
Really?
No, because I feel like for me, the albums that I have like downloaded and that was like quote unquote impactful for me wasn't like a worldwide situation. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like it's impactful for me, but I don't think like everybody will feel the same way.
So it's a hood classic.
It's probably not even a hood class. It's probably just something that I was just into. I think I'm more like, for me, I feel like me as a listener, I'm more of like a trendy, like what's hot kind of person. So like everything that's hot is like got like a 2-year time span. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm still bumping stuff from like 2-3 years ago that people probably like, damn, I'm still on that. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But you saying, that's what I mean. Like, so is it possible for somebody else to have a classic right now?
I think it's possible for anything, for anybody.
No,
to
it's
drop a
definitely
classic.
possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying I haven't. Like, I don't feel that strongly about anything I've heard recently.
That, in other words, step y'all up. That's it. Simple as.
Now I have a question though. I do feel like classic albums could be dropped, but I do think it's more popular for classic songs to be dropped
Yeah,
opposed to
for
an
sure,
album.
for
That's
sure.
what I'm seeing in our industry.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah,
is I never
especially
liked
with the
you a
space we're in.
classic because of Wait For You, or is Wait For You just a classic in itself?
That's a good question.
Wait, what?
I never liked You, Future.
But-
Is it a classic because of Wait For You? Because we already know Wait For You. We're gonna be listening to that when we have kids and everything. But like, is the whole,
Yeah, the whole
album,
album
a
wasn't-
classic? It's
the
not.
whole album
You know what I'm
wasn't.
saying? So
No, I agree with that. But I mean, that I think that's been true forever, right? The idea of like the
Singles.
idea of
Yeah, singles being classics for
singles
sure.
and like having those hits.
But
I mean,
like,
we remember
a
some songs and don't remember some
single-
rappers' names. You know what I mean? So
A lot of
good
times,
point.
songs are bigger than
Well,
artists.
yeah, but like,
Because, like, the reason why I struggle with the idea of like things being classic, but I do think, SOS, I do think is a classic. So
oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's a classic. But I think the thing that I struggle with is that people don't take albums as seriously no more. And right, like you said, like we're focused on songs. People not creating albums; they're creating these like playlists. It's not. They're just trying to figure out what's gonna go viral, what's gonna get the most things. They're not thinking about putting together like a nice body of work. Oh,
Yeah.
also, almost every Kendrick album is a classic.
Okay, so
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Good Kid, Mad City, Pimp a Damn. I would say everybody's a classic except maybe the last one. I really like the last one, but I wouldn't say it's a classic.
So when I'm also thinking classic album too, I'm thinking like what Eli said, top to bottom, no skips.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a lot of projects I know that got like a good 2-3 tracks, but it's like not the whole thing is worth memorying.
I don't think it needs to be no skips.
Nah,
I'm not
I
gonna
do.
lie.
I do.
I think that's asking. I don't think a classic album has to be perfect.
Okay, if it has to be more than half.
No,
So,
I agree with that. You
yeah,
gotta
gotta
have
be
more
more than
skips than
half.
that. But I think like it's about the moment. I don't think you remember every track off Control, SZA, but that's a classic album. I don't think you remember every track or Over It, Summer Walker, but that's pretty much a classic.
For sure. That's a
I
fact.
appreciate you for saying that.
Nah, I agree with you 100%, bro. Confessions. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mr. Rhythm and Blues had to mention Confessions. You feel me? Come on, son.
We're talking. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
we're talking about the streaming era, bro. We're not talking about.
Okay, you're
we're not
right.
talking
We talking about classics. That has to be thrown in there. You feel me? Come
I'm
on,
gonna throw in Everything Is Love by the Carters too.
Nah, you.
Nah,
you
no.
bugging.
I'm not bugging. Jay-Z and Beyonce. That rollout was crazy.
The rollout was crazy. Would you
And
know
Ape
name
Shit,
the girl?
and Ape Shit was a movement.
Bro, it was nice.
Yo, name 3 tracks on that album right now.
You know who had a really dope rollout, but like I didn't hear the album yet. Yeat had a really fire rollout. Did y'all see Yeat's rollout, bro?
Yeat's
That
hard,
shit was
low-key, I ain't gonna
crazy. He basically had like I don't know what it's called, projector on like every landmark with his like album
is
cover
hard.
on it. I've never seen no shit like that.
Don't kill me. Who's he?
Well,
Well,
I
you got some
answered
homework to do. You got some homework to do.
Don't tell me
You got
who
some
is
homework
he?
to do.
Moving along.
Moving along, man. Shout out to these young
Shout out to
artists
Yeat. Shout out to Yeat.
having fun. Eli, you said it's about the next coming up artist that he remind you of a Will Smith type of vibes. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Going to number 4 with video, Zeddy Will, Cha Cha.
You don't like to dance? Come on, do the cha-cha. Shorty Spanish, so she like to call me Papa. True fact, everything I do, they call it Flocka. All they do is copy me, I call them Walker. She get worried about my hoes, I had to block her.
And that was the number 4 video, Cha Cha, Zeddy Will.
Yep.
So
yo, real quick, hold up, my fault, because I gotta say this. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
up?
Like, yo, Zeddy Will is really.
nah, I'm fucking with Zeddy Will.
You feel me? I fuck with him. I
facts.
ain't gonna lie. Like, for
This
real.
is what we
Personality.
talking about when we say we're looking for something different. Like he
Yeah.
brings a whole different aspect to this industry right now.
Yeah.
Nah, weird. He's definitely going up right now, and he's like being himself. He's not doing too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week, Fabio dropped the album. He was doing a lot of press talking about his whole life story. He basically admitted on the Matt Hoffa podcast that he released Bop It. He let the label take the lead. So he basically said in the podcast that he felt like Bop It was trash. He wasn't like confident in the song, and that was a label pick. So where do you feel like we draw the line between? Oh, and they basically was like, it's gonna be a good business move. Kenny Beats produced it. It's a good marketing tactic. So where do we draw the line, or do you think it should be a line between like a business play and like being passionate about your work? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Well, I feel like as an artist, when you sign these deals, you have to also like evaluate like who's around and like who's in the building and understand like walk up to people, greet them, or get to know people and make them like understand like where they're at like musically. Because that's a big part. Like the people that you're around is very essential to your career growth.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely number one. But I also feel like artists need to start speaking up in terms of like, yo, I honestly do not feel like this is going to work. And it might not be beneficial for my career. And this could, it could look like some type of publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that, I feel like, overall.
I feel like as an artist, like obviously you could take help from professionals, but only you know like what your work is and like what would go well with your project. So I feel like be confident, speak up, and yeah, that's just my stance on it.
So for me, I think nowadays with the way like music is like so easily made, I think a lot of rappers aren't looking at rap as like a creative outlet and more like a business. Like they're coming in like it's I'm clocking in to do work. So they're taking a lot of cues from the labels and not being like a creative force. And I think that's a big problem because like if you're not generating your ideas, if you're not like coming with a direction with like, oh, I want this album to sound like this, I want this to be my lead single, you're gonna get a lot of input from these labels to say, well, we need you to generate a wave, we need you to generate something. So here's this, here's that, and they're gonna shop around some ideas that, you know, probably a couple of people turn down. They're like, yo, here's lit. So if rappers gotta start taking it back to like, yo, this is art. Mm-hmm. It's not just a money play, because I think if you do the artistic route, the money's gonna come. If you go like what you really want to do and you're passionate about, the money's gonna come.
And this the pros and cons of the TikTok era, because, you know, like we've said previously, you know, there's a lot of artists who blow up for one song and don't know what to do next. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, when I sign a deal, these labels are expecting you to put out something. What's next? What y'all doing next? What's the next move? But they don't really know, because it's like, damn, I didn't even really expect this to blow up this big, or, you know, things of that nature. So it's a double-edged sword, because yes, you know, we want these people to win, but it's like they don't really got the knowledge to advance. You feel me?
So I was just thinking about like just like how I want to say like people, I feel like it's just all like a money grab at this point, right? And I feel like being that it's already oversaturated and it's a money grab, it's so hard to dissect like good music and find good music and stuff like that. So I just wish that like whoever's in this artistry thing is really like not just here for money. Because I also feel like rappers always make it look like they got mad money, right? Yeah. But we all know the rappers ain't the richest person in the room. So I feel like people just also got to take that into account too when they're doing this stuff.
Not 100%. And I think, what I also want rappers to recognize is like, I don't think music labels are good at being creatives. What they do is they're the money that's gonna push like the way that you already created.
They're the investors.
They're the investors, right? They know how to expand. They know how to expand and, you know, the brand, but they're not the creative force. So if you're like, if you want to do something that's lit and that's owned, that's like carving your own lane, you got to be the one to create it.
Yes.
Right? And then they'll put the money behind it and push it and hopefully take you to the next level. But if you let them take the lead, you know, you're going to end up in some spots where it's just.
But do you even feel like it was okay for him to even admit that it was trash, or you feel like it was something he should have just kept to himself?
Honesty is key. You know, sometimes not every single, like, there's a lot of artists that I'm pretty sure that feel like you know what I'm saying? They old stuff is trash or whatever the case is, but like, yeah, keeping in the stack with yourself is the best way to go, because you know, you don't want to be lying to yourself and have people around you lying to you saying your song is trash. I mean, I'm saying your song is nice and then it's trash. You feel me? So I respect that he did that.
I respect it too.
Same. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that he is one of the few artists I feel like that is very honest with his like fans and supporters and things like that, from his come up to where he's at now and things like that. So I wish just people, especially, I feel like showing personality is important nowadays, cool, whatever. Sure. But also being honest too and making us more relatable to you. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, I definitely want to see more of that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, but he also was just like, he'll drop a song knowing it's trash just because like it'll make money, and I don't think that's always the right thing to do.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That goes to the like my point when I just say like, you know, I want the talent to prevail again.
Right.
I feel like, you know, there's a lot of people who like love this and they're not at the forefront. Like, you know, they don't get as much attention as a Fabio, or you know what I'm saying. Right. So I mean, that point I definitely disagree with, because it's just like, you know, you got to take initiative and like, this is my songs, this is my music. I'm going to, you know, decide, make the final call on what comes out and what doesn't. And if it's weak, we're not putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Stand on that.
But that's, I mean, like, go back to your point about like putting talent at the forefront, like, and like people blowing up so quickly without putting in the work to like be good at music. Yeah. Like, when we talk about the big dogs in hip hop, we talking about Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole. How many years they spent in the hip hop circuit, touring colleges, like really like working the ground, putting out mixtape until they found something that popped. Before they got their mentors and like, oh, I figured out, I shouldn't rap like this to make a hit song. I need to rap like that. Like nowadays, people, like you said, gotta make money. They gotta make money quickly while trying to figure out how to make music.
Right.
And those two things aren't like always gonna align. So you gotta do cash grabs.
Short-term grabs. You know,
Yeah.
nobody's thinking about the long-term investments.
And like you said last week, niggas gotta make money. So
That's what I'm saying.
niggas might want to put out a trash song to make some dollars. I think
respect
you shouldn't
it,
do
but
that.
I don't agree. That's all I'm saying.
Not fact, like I respect it, but it's like niggas got people have like 3 trash songs out of me before I'm checked out. Like, no cap. Like
You
I
done lost
go-
the listener, man. It's over.
So like first time, second time, all right, maybe try and get your money up. Third time, you're ODing and like, yeah, get back
sure.
in the stool.
Man.
But anyways, moving on to the number 3 video. This guy is super creative, super talented.
Super.
He's like definitely, I don't know if he's creating a lane or driving this lane. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing his thing right now. But number 3 video, Don Toliver, Bandit.
Right, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and pills in it.
Alright, y'all, and that was the number 3 video of the week, Don Toliver with Bandit. I ain't gonna lie, like you said. I enjoyed that. I watched it a couple times. I ain't even go cat. But yeah, question. Y'all eat Ruffles? Y'all like it? Or
I
y'all
do,
not really
but
a
I
snack
ain't no
person?
more though.
Okay. So recently this week,
Yeah, it's mad deep. Get into it.
So recently this week,
mad quiet, bro.
Chris Brown posted recently on his Instagram story, basically stating that he was invited to the NBA All-Star Game to participate in the NBA All-Star Game, and later then got a call that Ruffles was holding him back from this opportunity. How we feel? Did y'all hear about that? How y'all felt about that whole situation? Did y'all get to see it?
About it, I think mad people put the plug and like they just took the L, no cap. Cause I feel like it's no way one company could stop one person from coming. Like, come on, let's be realistic.
I mean,
bro.
they were the big.
They-
They're the big sponsor. They're the.
That's totally fine, but it had to be a majority rules type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I do think they did some sucker ish because I feel like this is not the first time they did that to Chris Brown. Like, remember with the American Music Awards in 2022, he was supposed to do a tribute to Michael Jackson, and they just canceled the performance. And
Ruffles did that again?
No, not Ruffles.
Oh.
That was an award show. But
Okay.
I honestly feel like they need to stop playing on my man's name. They know he's a legend. They know he's an icon. And if nobody's gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. That man deserves his flowers. Stop playing on his name.
For sure.
For real. Because I feel like the sucker shit. Sorry for my language, but I have to go there. Like, I feel like the sucker shit with this shit is that you guys reached out to him. The NBA reached out to him. And then you took the opportunity. You didn't have to reach out to him. Like, why are you fucking with somebody's fucking... I'm sorry.
Amen.
Why are you messing
Right,
with somebody's
right.
peace, man? This man is at peace and you're messing with a man. And why is it that black man is always the one that's scrutinized?
Talk to
They're
him.
always the one
Talk
that's
to him.
scrutinized. Mel Gibson, Charlie Sheen, all these men beat women and we still talk about him. But Chris Brown, it seems like it's a problem.
Woo.
This man, he could dance, he could act, he could sing, he could rap. He done did everything, bro. And it's like we still shit on his name. I don't understand. Like, I feel like he just deserves, he deserves the flowers. Like,
You ain't
he was
lying.
17, bro. And, like, I'm not saying that woman beating is wrong. Obviously, he learned his lesson. But, like, Rihanna, she spit in his face, too. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were both young.
Woo.
They both messed up. Rihanna forgave him. It's time for us to forgive him. Like, just straight, I feel like.
Listen, Drew, what you got to say about that, bro? What you got to
What
say
you
about
got
that?
to say?
So for me, I feel like it's when it comes to Chris Brown, it's interesting because I think about things of like Dr. Dre, being a Grammy nominated, rightly deserved for his body of work. But there was a documentary that came back out that didn't get that much play, but a lady by the name of Michelle, am I saying it right? Michelle. Basically just exposing Dr. Dre to be a woman beater. And she had like a biopic, things of that nature. And he's still allowed to grace the Grammy stage and have a Grammy in his name and things like that. I also think about like the Lizzo as allegations where she basically
Them
is being
choreographers,
sued,
yeah.
and was like fat shaming and doing things of that nature, but yet it's still allowed to present allegedly. And she's still allowed to be give Grammys out and whatever the case is. And I also think about Tiffany Haddish, where she basically had a comedic skit with Ari Spears with a 7-year-old boy, and she's still allowed to be at televised events. So it's just like,
what is it?
Why? What is it about Breezy that it's just like always negative for him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's important to identify, like, you got to take it back to that moment, and like,
I don't even think. Just sorry to cut you off. It's not about Rihanna no more at this point.
It is.
Like, it's deeper than that though. Chris Brown is intimidating in so many different aspects. I feel like people are not gonna let him overpower other investments.
No,
I feel like it's way deeper. It goes down to the money. It goes down to the looks. It goes down to the bitches he probably done had. It gets deeper than that. There's no way nobody's still tripping off of.
I think,
you know what I'm saying? It's like seeing a nigga too nice. He cannot pass me. Like,
I think you have to think about the context of what happened in that situation. And like, don't get me wrong. I say all this to say, like, I think we have to figure out ways to let people make amends for what they do and move on in society. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, nobody's perfect. And if you go back into anybody's past, especially when they were kids, they said something, did something that was wrong. In the Chris Brown case, when you think about who they were, when you think about the trajectory that we had Chris Brown at, we were thinking he's Michael. It's just, there's no way around it. We saw a young kid, 17. We thought he was Michael Jackson.
And think of all the people that invested in Michael.
Let me cook. We thought he was Michael Jackson, and he was dating Rihanna, like a pop star darling. And the biggest difference between a lot of the topics and things that happened that you named is we saw the outcome. We saw Rihanna's face, and like, because it was a star that we knew, because it was a star that America loved, and because you've seen what happened to her face, that stain is going to follow him. It is incredibly unfortunate, but the reality is, like, when you add all those pieces together, because it was a lot, and it was startling to say. I say this to say, like, I want Chris Brown to be able to move forward. I want him to be able to, like you said, protect his peace. If you have an issue with what he did and you had an issue with his past, you don't have to invite that man into spaces where he's not welcome.
But that's the thing, though. It's like they sent the invite out.
Yes.
Though. You know what I'm saying? Fair. Knowing that Ruffles was already sponsoring. Yeah. So if I had past issues with a sponsorship and a celebrity, why am I going to even go back in the same space that it didn't work out? That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what really is mind-boggling, because it's like, all right, if you're going to just leave him, or like he's not going to get the endorsements that he deserves or whatever XYZ that he deserves, then why send it out in the first place?
You know what happened. They probably sent out the field and said, "Oh, I want you." Somebody asked for the list. Who's gonna be there? Who gonna all be there? And it was like, wait. Him? No, can't be. And it's incredibly unfair, but it's the politics.
NBA got to take accountability for that if that's the case, then, man. Because it's sad,
absolutely. Whoever sent out the invitation has to take accountability for that.
But it goes back to what Eli said too, because the Grammys, something that we are so prestigious about, they have a Dr. Dre award, and he didn't only beat Michelle A. That was also on a biopic, and it was nationalized, but he also beat a girl that came on to Wendy Williams, a news reporter. So this man, that's an icon. Like, what is the difference between him doing that and being recognized and Chris Brown doing that? He's a threat. He's a black man that is a threat. And like you said, like, it's a majority rule thing.
I mean, Dre's also a black man.
Drew is basically saying, like, it's happening to him because we've seen Rihanna's face. But I feel like it's beyond.
It's beyond.
It's niggas getting caught beating their girls on Ring cameras, all types of stuff nowadays.
But we don't know those girls. And I think that's like we have to connect. Like, when you know somebody,
do you know who Michelle is?
No, do you want to compare
I get
do you want to compare the it's unfortunate,
like
but like the superstardom of Rihanna, like when you know somebody, when you recognize them, when you like and you feel a certain affinity and affection to them, it hits different. And that's unfortunate, and it's absolutely fair. It's unfair because we should treat all those cases equally.
Right.
Absolutely, you should treat all the cases equally. But we don't live in a fair world where people do favorite things. And like a big difference between the Dre thing and Chris Brown is the social media aspect. Yes, that was on the news and stuff like that at that time. But the difference is, like, being able to see it signing on to Facebook and seeing the image, you know what I'm saying, going to TMZ, going to these websites, and
they
being
was
able
promoting
to see
that image like it was a mixtape release.
It was
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like,
and it also wasn't fair to Rihanna because like people's faces shouldn't be out
Yeah,
there.
facts.
That shouldn't be out there. Like that image is there, but it's unfortunate. Like you said, Rihanna forgave him, right? Like we have to figure out ways to let people come back into society, be able to make money.
You know what?
be
You
able
know,
to-
you know who would do it? Rihanna and Chris Brown get a song together. 2024, make it happen. Woo!
We gotta get Rihanna to make
I don't know if
music again.
ASAP let him do that.
A song?
Okay, all right.
A
I don't need a song, but they could definitely do a sit down.
How do
Okay.
y'all feel about people
could
asking
do a
about
song.
Rihanna speaking up for him? How do y'all feel about
What
that?
you mean?
Like they're saying like since she forgave him and they see like he's being blacklisted essentially. Like since she's like up at this point, should she speak out for him? Like
I think so, but I think in her situation, dealing with ASAP, 2 kids, like I don't even really care to get into that.
I am.
You feel me? Like it's just like respect out of my man, my situation, my family,
Yeah.
my
It
business.
would definitely be beneficial for his career, though.
It would be beneficial for Chris Brown, but I also don't think they have like a. I don't even
That
think they
type of-
have a
yeah,
friendly rapport.
right, yeah, I
That's
feel
why I
you.
said I would want to see a sit down. I would
Yeah.
want to see like if she still sits with him and still feels traumatized. I want to see like what's their
That would be
gonna be
interesting.
what's their
Not gonna happen, but it would be interesting.
Not gonna happen, but I want to see like what's their interactions and is it really does she really forgive him or is it still,
Yeah.
fluff talking in the back? Because the only way we're gonna know is if we see them together.
When situations of abuse, I'm okay with people. I'm okay with people not coming back into the same room. Like if they really want, like it's only gonna bring it back up. It's only gonna be a reminder of what he did. I don't think.
agree,
I don't
but-
know that that's gonna be the best move for him. And I would understand if she doesn't speak up for him, and I wouldn't ask her to.
I feel like forgiveness is very seldom then at that point because like granted she don't gotta speak up for him, but granted like I feel like you should feel bad to some extent seeing all the opportunities he is losing. I'm pretty sure you hear about that in rooms that she's still going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's if you really forgave, like you could kinda like, say something.
and to build on that
She
point,
right,
the
man.
only reason why it hit so hard is because we know this is a man that could have went past the stars, bro. Like he could have been just like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it hurts because we're watching the media break down a man that has already broke down singing "Man in the Mirror." He's been so vulnerable
stage,
to us.
yeah.
So I just feel like he deserves that much grace. We all.
That's why
And my thing, cause he did be minding his business, bro. He did be
Somewhat.
in his.
That's my boy.
But listen,
He be
that's why young artists, you gotta be real. Like if you are leading with your talent like that, you gotta be real mindful. Like it'd be one slip that take you to another route that you didn't want to be in. Like you gotta be real careful because you in this day and age with all the cameras on you, with the way you're viewed and scrutinized, anything you do, you can do something positive and it's gonna be like, yo, why he did that? He did it for the clout. He did it for this. So you almost gotta be perfect. Like that they're gonna throw something on your name. Like and then,
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. But we talking about Breezy, and then introducing the #2 video. Let me bust up. Feel me? Yeah, it just makes sense with the number
Bust
two,
up, feel me?
with the number two,
Crazy.
with the #2 video of the week, man. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. This is a cool video.
Coey's pick. Yep.
This is a Coey pick. Shout
Hi.
outs to Coey.
Hi.
But introducing the #2 video of the week, y'all. Michi go crazy with "Missing Your Love."
Rather let you know before I let it go and go our separate ways. Maybe things could change. And now I'm sitting here waiting for you to tell me yes. I can't lie, girl, I must confess. I've been missing your love, but I don't wanna do too much. Oh, baby, we be
And that was Michi So Crazy, Missing Your Love, right?
Yeah, so Michi is like a YouTuber and stuff, and I never really tapped into his music for real. I just always seen him doing content. I'm probably like a year in. I'm type of newbie. But when I heard this song, I definitely gave it the highest rating. Yeah, I said I dragged it.
yeah, nah, but it,
That's how I dragged it. But it definitely hit all the points that we talk about in music videos.
yeah. I mean, I
Facts.
feel like we've been missing the dancing R&B guy that comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Usher, Chris Brown lineage.
Word.
Next up.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay, now we're going to get into some moods for you guys. Eli, start us off.
Okay, so basically we're gonna do a game. We're gonna describe a mood, and then we're gonna pick a song that matches that mood. So the mood that I'm picking, y'all, is partying. You feel me? So like, what you want to hear at a party, and when you're in the middle of the club, 4 shots in. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? For me, I'm gonna go with party like a rock. Party like a rock star. Party like a rock.
I ain't mad at that.
Party like a rock star. Come on,
I
son.
guess.
You feel me?
Me, I want to hear dreams and nightmares.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
I gotta hear that. If I don't hear that sometime throughout the party, kill the DJ. No cap.
All right.
When I get to a party, I'm instantly trying to bust a wine. So anything dance hall related, that's fine.
All right, give us a tune.
Give
Give us a
give
tune.
us a song,
Give us a
though.
tune.
God tell it.
What's the
Wait.
tune that's getting you on the dance floor?
Drift.
Tech Buddy Skeet.
Wait. Scoop.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. What we got? We had party like a rock star. We had motivational dreams and nightmares. You know what I'm saying? We had some dance
Pray for
song.
times like this.
I'm gonna go with a family friendly before I let go. You know what I'm saying? You got a little. You know what I'm saying?
sweet.
You know what I'm
Beyonce
saying?
version.
They gonna wanna hear barbecue music in the spot.
But you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's when the lights go
In the
on.
spot, you said a party. You know what I'm saying? A party don't gotta be. You know what I mean? You could be. Like Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? You lit in the park. You know what I'm saying? Vibing. It could be a thing. Or
Are you
also
going with Beyonce or the original? Which one?
both.
Okay.
But you
BOFF.
gotta play them. You gotta play them together.
Both.
Or if it's not that Chief Keef Finito.
Okay.
Got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You made up with that.
That made up with that one?
I needed you to get that one, bro. I like that one for you. Bro.
Yeah, so why we can't just be happy, bro? Like, I gotta be gangster all the time.
My mood is when you fly. When you just got dressed, about to step outside. Feel me? What's y'all song?
I gotta go first again. Nah, Drew going first.
No, go first.
Chanel, you go first. Yeah, facts.
I'm gonna go with Jay-Z public service announcement.
I'm not mad at that. Kanye West, Touch the Sky. Show
Okay.
up in the pot looking extra fly. To the day I die.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to go with another OD. I don't care what y'all say, but it's my shit. You ain't ride, you ain't bumming like a bum. You ain't saying nothing, know me, you ain't fresh as I'm
I ain't mad at that.
Come on, son, Bow Weezy,
I
baby.
get that man
That's
his
prom
flowers.
too. That's prom Bow Wow. You can't even say nothing, because I know Kobe gonna say something.
You know what's crazy?
That was your song?
No, I don't have a song.
You don't have a song? I'm gonna give another one. Pretty Boy Swag.
Ooh.
This
that's
right
right
here
here
is my swag. Come on.
Facts.
I'm trying to think of something newer. That's why. I didn't want to go.
I would dead like party to swag it.
I really would say So Fresh and So Clean. But
great.
then again, Shawnee Bin Laden sampled that. So I'll probably play his version.
Okay.
What is that song called again?
More modern day.
I don't know. Shawnee Bin Laden.
I'm gonna play the Outkast version.
So
Yeah.
fresh and so clean.
Ain't nobody said I look fly. I look good.
What about like Neo Magnificent or Champagne Life with Rick Ross?
Okay.
I ain't mad at that.
That's like that.
It depends
That's
on where
also
you
you
going.
grown and
That's
sexy
suit and tie,
vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, white
I ain't
type
mad at that.
shit.
Yeah, that's suit and tie event. Yeah.
Here I am. Here I am too.
Give us a
yeah,
mood.
yeah,
What's the
okay.
next mood?
All right, I'll go. You want to go?
No, you good.
I'll go. All right, like when you feeling disgusted.
Treacherous, Lil Dirt. Go with that.
I'm gonna stay with the Chicago Chief Keef. I don't like. Don't like.
I'm gonna say a song, but like I would never play it. But like that's the point of the mood, right?
Okay.
So I would say like Ice JJ Fish.
No, that's a real offering.
Yeah, like where
Man, I can't think of one, but you know me. When in doubt, let's go with old school. So I'm gonna just think about like a song that kind of is like disgusted or whatever. Why you so obsessed with me? Right, Carrie, you feel me?
That's crazy. That was an
for sure.
Eminem diss.
so
See, but that's just on the
really?
nail. Boom.
Yeah.
What?
You didn't know that?
you know
Eminem was obsessed with Mariah.
That's what. I don't. That's what Mariah. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Allegedly
Boom. So that
claimed.
hit that on the boom. That hit on the
I mean,
Nah, you know what's crazy?
M fired back up.
that
heavy.
is a great diss
Heavy.
track. If we want to talk about fire diss tracks, that's a great diss track.
That's a great diss track.
That's a great
It
diss
is.
track, bro. Legendary diss tracks. But yeah.
And the last one is when you landing on an island. Getting ready for
Touchdown up on
vacation.
the eardrum.
Nah, fuck that.
That was my song. That was my song.
No, son,
That was
that
your
was
song.
mine.
That was your song too.
Just touched on another ear.
Oi.
That's when you just touched down.
Damn. All right. Elijah.
All right, so I'm gonna just think about like outside vibes. I'm gonna bring to my boy Cartel. Pool party. You feel
Yeah,
summertime.
yeah.
Go on. Can't go wrong with yo. Feed the world boss, man. Word.
Will Smith, Summertime.
That's a great vibe. That's a great vibe. Anything Marshall, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A little soca vibes.
Back Outside Boys, Drake.
Back
For y'all.
outside.
For y'all, though. Not for me.
For y'all, it's
For y'all, it's
hilarious.
crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You even think about like last Burner Boy.
That I was,
Man.
I swear I was thinking Burna Boy.
Child.
Yeah.
Burna Boy,
I mean-
Wizkid.
Word.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, you know somebody that came out, had a banger, and like I haven't heard since? Nah, it's kind of fucked up to say.
You already listen.
Well, now you
The
done
people
teased the
want to see.
people.
We ain't gonna leave no cliffhangers. Who you talking about?
What happened to Taliban's? The son.
Byron Messier?
Yeah, what he doing? I don't
Listen,
see
Yeah,
nothing.
it was just last year. Get the nigga some time.
You know, summertime is their time to shine. You know, give him some time.
Bro,
It's-
but just
everybody's
like, I
inside
ain't
right
gonna
now.
front, like, he got mad hot and then like mad cold. Like, what happened?
Confirmed source though.
Nah, I think he dead came
Hold
out
up,
with a song.
confirmed
though.
source. He does have some heat coming.
Okay.
That's it.
Inside.
I just
inside
hope I
business?
care when it comes out.
That's
all I'm saying.
it. That's all I'm saying.
Relax. Like, you gotta give him time. He probably put in
Yeah, he
some
just
work.
came out with a song the day after
You
Valentine's
ain't even
Day.
know that.
You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Dude, what's the name of that song?
Yo, why you putting it on me? I say,
I'm just you don't even know the name song? I don't know.
Slogan. Everybody stream slogan.
Shout out Byron though.
That's nice.
Feel me?
I mean, no shade,
No
but like,
shade.
I won't lie.
I'm just like, feel me, like, I don't know.
He got
Yo,
heat
but
coming. He got heat
it's
coming.
also hard. Like the level of success that he had with that song, it's hard to follow up.
That was like some Capella shit. I feel like we have one of those every year.
Is that a classic, Taliban's?
No,
Classic song.
no.
I think you're wilding. Just quickly
What?
saying that. You're
That's a
kinda wildin'.
classic track.
I feel like Taliban's is
I'm
classic.
probably
Like,
not gonna
it-
play
it-
that in 2 years. No cap.
I feel like the
Nah,
one
sorry.
line in the song, the da da, is gonna we're gonna remember that when we're like.
So
40,
a
50.
classic,
that line is
All right,
classic.
So a classic track got a classic ad-lib? Are we dead ass?
Yeah,
No.
Now we are.
we're
more
gonna
than
remember
that.
that.
Yeah,
Like,
we probably gonna sample it, but like nobody's gonna be like, yo, let me go back play that. Nobody cares.
I highly disagree.
I disagree.
Highly disagree.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that's a classic.
That down.
I don't know about the
that-
song being a
that-
classic, but I'm just saying,
Was
like,
it
there's
good?
certain
Yeah,
moments in certain songs that we
No,
just,
for real. No.
feel me? So,
I agree. Like,
And then
but
Jada Kingdom brought it back to life. So
I guess
she definitely did.
I'm gonna say it's not a classic
it's not a classic, bro.
because I would say like that's a classic,
For sure.
and you feel like that's like the same.
Summertime's Vibes Cartel is a classic, though, right?
That Taliban's
Anything
don't
Cartel's
even.
classic.
Taliban's like a couple tiers under all them tracks, bro. Okay. Especially because he didn't keep up the momentum.
It's hard to do that. Like
Nah, I
you
feel you, I
said,
feel you, I
you
feel
said
you.
it like it's like even if it's a couple tiers under, like that's one of the biggest songs.
No, he
Of
upped
last
it. He
year.
upped it.
It's hard to be like, yo, let me just give you another one of those.
No, I agree.
Only
bro.
person who did that,
I literally saw nothing.
Fetty.
Fetty who?
What?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he went like 6 out the gate. And sometimes that's also a problem too, right? Like you put too much heat out one time, and it's like you got to capture that moment again. It's hard to do that.
Yo,
too.
where is Fetty? Is he in jail?
Yes.
Damn.
And he still got a song that go crazy every year. Thanksgiving.
Can I get to the end?
Type shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that is a remade version, but
Oh well.
his version is
Doesn't
hard.
matter.
His version is hard.
That's homage.
Yeah.
That's homage.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
homage. That's how you pay
Here
homage
we go.
appropriately.
Moving along. Moving along. We're not gonna do this today.
Okay, and coming back, I hope you guys enjoyed the segment. That was a little bit of our moods for the week and our songs that we really, really
For
love.
sure.
So now I hope that you guys enjoy this #1 video, One Up T, Lose Lose. This man is bringing like a great talent. He's different.
Fire.
He's speaking real shit. So I
Fire.
hope you guys enjoy it. And there you go.
So don't forget to
Patreon.
like, comment, subscribe.
And also get us to 500 subscribers so y'all can get full access to the Patreon.
Let your bitch do what she want, they say you simping for her. Good grades and go to school, they say that kid a nerd. But they call you dumb if you ain't never did the work. You don't support, they say you hating and you self-centered. If you support, they say
The countdown.